So this car here has been a lowrider for about 20 years, maybe a little longer than 20 years. Built by a buddy of mine back then. It was a stock Monte Carlo when he got it. He juiced it, did the crazy paint. Well, had the crazy paint done. Did, can't see it right now, but it's got a Gucci top on her, which is like real early 2000s style, you know. Even the seats are Gucci. But, so this thing's been a lowrider for 20 years, and he did some stress points on the frame. That's kind of an old school way to reinforce the front end, putting that bar across there. Let's see, did some angle iron underneath of the frame, plated the arches inside and out, bridged it, but it's still taking some abuse. So it's got a pretty hot setup in it, 10 batteries, piston to the nose, and it's just been hard on it. You know, it's had a hard life, which is what happens with these cars. So the frame actually broke in 4 spots. I put this on here for my buddy just to kind of help hold it, because right above here is where it's broken. So this was so the car could still drive. We have hopped it since then, which probably isn't the best idea. But you can see the freaking door gaps opening up. And it's broken right here. So basically where the C channel is, it's broken on all 4 points. And there's really no good way to fix that. So we went ahead and wrapped another frame, which, well, I wrapped this frame like 2 years ago, and it's been sitting there at the shop. And the guy that owns the car decided he didn't want the car anymore, so I bought the car off of him, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this frame under it. So we're gonna do a full revival of this Monte, which I'm kind of excited about. I always liked this car. We're gonna bring it back to its glory days. We got a fully wrapped frame outside we're gonna put under it. It's been sitting out there for a little bit, so it's got a little rust on it, but we're gonna clean that up. I don't know if I'm gonna have it sandblasted and powder coated, or just wire wheel it and paint it, because this is just gonna be a street car. I'm not gonna, you know, go crazy on just spending money on shiny stuff, and because this car you're gonna take out and drive it in the rain and really enjoy it, and, you know, get some dirt on the tires. Hey, where'd you go? Hey, where'd you go? So, yeah, frame's got a little peekaboo action going on there, and everything's just pretty much thoroughly coated in oil. But this is what happens with these old cars, you know, when they're on juice. It's not kind to them, so they need maintenance. Rear body mount there is rusted. I don't know if you can see that, but right around the body mount it's cracked. So we're gonna need to fix that. Yeah, take you guys along on this journey. Right now I'm just gonna go through and get some of the basic stuff off the car. Exhaust has got to come off. Drain the radiator, undo the tranny lines, undo the radiator hoses, because the radiator is going to stay in the core support, and the core support is going to lift off with the body. Gotta undo the shifter linkage, the wiring to the starter, basically anything that connects the body to the chassis. I got to disconnect right now so we can lift the body off. We're gonna have to cut the rack out of the trunk so we can lift the body off, and start swapping everything over onto the wrap frame. Crack. Crack.
gusher.
Good thing they were aiming that way. That would really suck for either one of us. We lost one of them.
Oh, I know you're moving these racks.
Oh yeah.
Because they're real tight.
Yeah. It's just pretty much that simple. You just take out everything that's holding the frame in place, and then you remove the frame. The worst fight of this one was the battery rack. Because it was thick. I mean, it was thick. So that was kind of tough to get cut out of there, but it's out. I was really looking forward to using that rack, but there's no way I'm going to be able to reuse that. I'm going to have to just get some new steel and make a new one. But yeah, now I'm going to go through and take everything off of this frame. You can start at the back, work your way forward, start the front, go back. It does not matter. Do whatever you want to do. I'm going to start up here because I feel like it. Pull this bumper off so I can get a little closer to the motor. Start taking off some stuff on the motor. Get the motor pulled out, get the suspension off of it, get the new frame in, cleaned up, painted, all that stuff, and yeah, get ready to get this thing back on the streets. Got her all coated up. Looks pretty good. It's just gonna be a street car. So now we got to start swapping everything over. I'm probably gonna start with the rear end. That way I can at least make the back end of that sucker roll. And as you can notice, there's just stuff everywhere. So if you think this process is pretty, you're wrong. Never pretty. This is what getting stuff done looks like, okay? It's not like these TV show shops. It's like this. There's stuff, there's tools, there's oil dry, there's puddles of stuff, there's crap everywhere. I mean, some shops might be able to do it without crap everywhere, but I have never in my life been able to make progress without just stuff everywhere. As you can tell by the dust on this thing, it's been a couple days. Put Black Magic long arm kit on it. 30-inch telescopics, which I hope, I really hope, all that's gonna stuff underneath the back dash of this thing. But it's not looking promising, to be straight up with you. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, another issue. Tranny cross member is different for this frame. You can see the mounts over there, and tranny cross member goes to there. The guy who built the Monte actually built this tranny cross member, but it worked well on his frame. I know these G bodies, they got a few different styles of cross member, but this cross member is built for this exhaust, so I'd like to try to use it if I can. So I think I'm gonna just weld my own bracket on there to hold that into the cross member, fix that issue. Got the motor mounts on for good, so I can set that motor in there one more time and then get that cross member level and weld the bracket on. So lines are going in. Just reusing the old stuff. That was in good shape. Yeah, fuel lines over there. Suspension's done up front. Steering's done. Shoot, about ready to drop this thing in.